Hey viewers, welcome back to the Noob Guide for Noobs, where we are going to joust against Ra here with our Mercury. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of experience with Mercury. It's not because I think he's bad, it's because I think he's a little bit too overpowered and he's not really fun to play. Therefore, I like to go for the underdogs. Plus, some of the people that I play with really like to go Mercury. So there's that. Anyhow, starting off here, we are going to go with the Heart Seeker because, well, we're pros, and we are going to go with that. So, first of all, your 1 is there to do the poke in the early game. Your 2 is basically an increased movement speed as well as increased attack speed if you activate it. And then your 3 is a dash with a grab. And the dash with the grab is the thing that is actually going to make you so powerful, especially in a good team. So if you have a crappy team, yeah, it's not going to do a whole lot. But if you have a good team, that one dash can actually get you all the kills that you could possibly want. And we're going to do some damage. And look at that. It already does a pretty decent amount of damage. And let's see if we can actually grab him and toss him into my, let's call them allies. As you can see, it does a pretty decent amount of damage. And it doesn't cost that much, well, it doesn't cost that much, well, mana. And all in all, you can just poke really easily in the early game. And yeah, I shouldn't use that on minions here because I'm in no trouble at all. But yeah, poke, 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 that's what he is about. And then, of course, in the later stage of the game, you just grab people and just kill them instantly. I spammed a little bit too much here. Going to have to heal up some mana, but that's quite alright. It will heal eventually. And we now have all 3 of them available. So all 3 of my skills. And there's Ra again. He's not really in any mood to do anything. So I'm going to do some damage to this tower here. And of course, using my increased attack speed to do some extra damage. I'm going to go back and now we're going to grab first blood here. It should be pretty easy. Ra is still level 3. I'm level 4.5. And we should be able to get something going here with oh well, I didn't get an active yet, I guess. Yeah, normally I would go for Hand of the Gods or something like that. However, in this case, it doesn't really matter too much. So for the finesses, yeah, you should really just look at, well, what he does exactly. It's not that hard to see. And we are going to, we're going to just completely get annihilated here because there were too many minions. And yeah, I would have died there against a normal player. I would have died there, and that is that's just because I don't have enough experience. So yeah, he is kind of fragile, and you definitely would like to. Oh, there we go. First blood, finally. I threw him into the third fire just after he attacked me, which means that the tower will still fire on him. And because there were no minions on him, it also makes it a little bit easier. But there were no minions in tower range, and I wanted to ult him, but he was already dead. So we are going to try that once again. Now a little bit smoother, hopefully. So normally you would get, well, as a jungler, you would get some decent stacks on your Heart Seeker before you get into trouble. This is what your ultimate does. It kind of... Oh, that was a little bit too far. Yeah, that is kind of the disadvantage of not playing someone. I didn't know how far it would actually go, but it goes completely across the map. I've never actually been able to use it because I've never played him in Joust before. So yeah, we're going to do some damage here, and I'm upgrading the 2, by the way, in case you are wondering. Well, you can actually see it, so you shouldn't be wondering. But normally you would poke, poke, poke with your 1, And then when you see the opportunity to kind of grab them and throw them into third range, like now, you should be doing that. So there you go. Lots of damage, of course, because of the Heartseeker, as well as just, well, my plain damage. And the attack speed all comes from the tube. Basically, as soon as you level that up a couple of times, you have a pretty short cooldown. It is a 14-second cooldown, and you shouldn't really fight all the time anyway, so it's a good thing. We're going for, yeah, let's just go Devourer's Gloves for now. Just stack, 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 stack. Ultimate's almost back up. I will try to actually land it this time in the way it's supposed to. Yeah, we're going to try to get this, and then of course we're going to grab him and do some damage. Bye-bye. You can see you can dash through the minions, take them all out, because it does a lot of damage even at level 2 where we are currently. And it's just a good thing to have. Well, and not only because it clears out the minion wave, but also because it allows you to have minions on their side and still engage. And yeah, that is something that a lot of champions, just, or gods I should say, lack. They don't really have the ability to clear out minion waves instantly if they want to go for a kill on an opponent. And here we go. He was outside of tower range, and we're just doing some damage. And this is why Mercury is so powerful. Once he gets fed a little bit, because you go for those heavy, heavy damage items, you just instantly kill people. And especially if you have some teammates with you, you should be able to do very, very, very well, very easily. And yeah, you can see that towers are not a problem. Just one activation of that 2 just gave me an instant tower. I do have to keep an eye on Ra here, because he is probably going to use his skills on the minions, and I don't want to get tagged by those. Indeed. So we're going to recall here. Get my mana back, get my item, and let's get this, I guess. So if you get some cooldown reduction, obviously your cooldown on your 2 is going to go down, which is your main source of damage. So yeah, it is good. We are going to kind of dash through this and then throw him into tower range. Yeah, once again, he has no chance. He's not building any magic, any physical resist. So as you can see, he never does. So I wouldn't see why you would now. But yeah, because of that, because he's never building that physical resist, I don't really have to go into penetration. Normally, by now, I would have to go into penetration and kind of just, yeah, go from there. But now I can just build pure damage and go with the penetration whenever I want to. And just pick up the minions, pick up the towers, pick up the phoenix, whatever. That was a little bit too early, but I'm still going to grab the kill. Hello. Oh, it doesn't allow me to do that? Wow. It doesn't go through walls. Most skills go through walls, of course. And we're going to try to kill this Minotaur, but nope, 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 nope. My minions got stuck here. And yeah, he already ulted me, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, he is coming for me. I do have to worry about that, because obviously Ra still does a decent amount of damage. But yeah, I am pretty fast. I do recommend, by the way, that you go for... did I die? Yeah, I died. I do recommend that you go for that golden bow if you're in a real situation. So if you're kind of low on mana, sorry, low on damage and low on health still, and you don't really have been fed that much. Yeah, I lost 25 stacks there. That was pretty stupid. I'm going to try to hit him from here, but that is not going to work. Did Ra just die to the minions? Yes, he did. Wow, he's such a pro. Of course, that is kind of because, well, he went all the way behind the minions and then is now in trouble because of that. Oh, oh man, I'm way too much of a pussy here. I could have just killed him instantly. So yeah, that's exactly what I meant. He doesn't really have anything to deal with any of this. So escaping with your ultimate, yeah, you can always just press it and just dash a little bit. It is better, especially if you have your 3-up, it's better than just charging it up all the way. But keep in mind that if you do that, then you cannot be stopped by anything. So basically, there's really nothing that can stop you. So if you're in the middle of an entire enemy team and you dash only a short distance, it will not uh, yeah, it will not keep you from actually dashing through that. You will dash through anything, and then you can use your 3 afterwards. So if you combine the two, you always have an escape. And if you go for movement speed or, well, something in the form of blink or sprint, you can always get out of there. And that is kind of your power. He is almost impossible to kill. You saw that I could just walk away from Ra just because, well, this is Ra bot. He actually follows me all the way around the jungle, which a normal player, of course, would never do. But oh, that's the bunny, cute. It's a Chang'e bunny. We might actually do Chang'e later. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about him. Just learn how his ultimate works. As you can see, I still don't know how exactly how fast it charges up because I completely overdashed that first time, and yeah, that's really the only thing that you need to learn. For the rest, it is just pressing the buttons at the right time, but that's with any champion. So hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.